Yes, it is not a normal Wednesday.
No. In 7 minutes, LeBron James is going to announce that he is becoming a host here at
Diana
Sports
Rossini.
Radio 610. Yeah,
Rossini and Lopez.
Hey, what were some of the better?
That was one.
Some of the better guests. So you guys were doing for those
Ryan
who didn't
Clark.
You're doing wrong answers only. Yeah,
those were good ones. Someone thought that my favorite one, because this was so pure of heart. Somebody was like, they're going to announce that Seth is a grandfather. And I was like, I love that you guys think that we make this whole big hoopla and be like,
for me,
look at the baby.
A grandfather.
Look, a baby.
Days in advance. Posting on social media. I would be mad if I were Lopez.
Dude, they were coming at me from every angle.
No. I'm saying if that were the thing, Seth being a grandparent, like Lopez over here, like, I'm
multiple times over,
and I didn't get squat. And we're about to have a party for Seth.
My thing was everybody kept going, is Lopez retiring? I'm like, come on, hey.
Yeah, I said to you guys during the break, I'm like, boy, you really find out how people feel about you when the station posts about stuff like this?
Yes.
You got all the comments on Facebook.
I should have started a rumor that I was going to be replaced with J.J. Watt or something.
That was a good one.
Just to really destroy my own ego.
and then
I want to see all those about time. So yeah.
And then was it Figgy that said, no, they wouldn't make that big a deal out of you retiring?
Was he serious? Yeah. That's great. That's great.
Just push you off on an ice floe somewhere.
Yes. I'll have a Viking funeral.
Give Lopez a Viking departure.
Put me on a boat and set it on fire.
Adam says, I swear to God, if something's happening to Figgy, I'm starting a riot.
Yeah.
Now, Figgy will be here. It's all good.
Figgy will be here.
Yeah, spoiler alert, Figgy will be here.
Mm-hmm.
As much as we can tell that anyone will be here.
Yeah. Put it this
all
way.
Be dead tomorrow.
That's not the big announcement. Let's put it that way. So we got 5 minutes coming up till that, so we're counting down. Yeah. So prior to doing the big announcement here, let's do a little normal crosstalk. Mm-hmm. What is the hang on. What is the question of the day? I'm going to get the disclaimer in here in 20 seconds, but what is the question of the day?
So you saw Joshua Kuroda-Grauer had a ruptured testicle.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit earlier.
We call those clementines.
Clementines.
He had a ruptured clementine.
And we're not necessarily saying injuries, but what's a term or a phrase that you absolutely never want to hear? Just as an example, so it's not necessarily ruptured testicle, because you never want to hear that. No. You also never want to hear anal fissure. Those are medical things.
God,
but
no.
One that came to me.
Kaz Matsui.
I just always remember being amazed that it's pronounced Fisher.
Yeah.
Like, why would you make it that easy to turn into something else?
That would be a good prank to play on Blake Fisher. Like, if he doesn't play well again this year, like, look, if you're in the bottom 20% on PFF, you have to change your name for the season.
Yeah.
Not from FISH, but to the other version. On your jersey, you got to put Fisher.
You know what? Okay, so do you want to did you do the disclaimer?
Oh, thank you, Seth. You're listening to KLTM, KLT-FM, HD2, Houston, and Audacy Sports Station. Crosstalk brought to you by D&M Auto.
You know what? That one thing I was disappointed in is that I got cut twice in my career, and I never got the old like, hey, can you bring your playbook in?
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. No. Twice. Okay, I got cut twice. Once it was Gary Kubiak called me, and this was after my 10th year in the NFL. Gary Kubiak called me, but I knew what was coming.
Yeah.
And Gary, it was cool that Gary himself called me. I felt like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
You know? So that was cool. And when I was in the next training camp, like I wouldn't play again, but I was in training camp the next year. They called me in, but they called me at like, 6 a.m. on an off day.
Yeah.
So I think they told me to, I can't remember. I think I said, all right, you want me to bring my playbook, right? And they were like, oh, yeah. Because it's some intern calling me, I was like, I was like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, kid. I'm not sure I want to play anymore anyway.
The one that I mentioned to Sean off air is, even though we feel as if we're all relatively well established and, not in any trouble, at least until we get something wrong. But anytime my boss or anyone says, hey, would you mind closing the door?
Yeah.
I have like a half second of,
oh, yeah.
You're a trapped animal in that moment.
Can I tell you, Parker hit me with a three punch on that one yesterday, because we were joking yesterday about how I made a comment about Parker lets us eat cake, and the connotation and everything. Now I'm going to get fired.
Yeah.
And then I botched the FCC disclaimer. I botched that. I'm going to get fired for that. I go to Parker's office. He asks me, close the door. So I close the door, and he says, I'm not going to fire you for the cake comment. I said, okay. He goes, I'm not going to fire you for messing up the disclaimer. Now I'm like, okay.
building up to something.
Once you get to that second
there is
one,
a third.
Once you get to a second one, you're like, then I am getting fired for something. And he just pauses, and I'm like, what am I getting fired for? He's like, you're not getting fired. I was just telling you, you're not getting fired.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm like, what the hell, man?
For a second there.
What the hell?
For a second there, when you got to the second one, I was like, and now we get to our announcement.
Don't do that segue. Parker's here.
No,
Parker's here. By the way, real quick, to answer the question of the day, texts that say 2 words, call me.
Oh,
yeah.
Because if it's from somebody that actually is allowed to do that with me, it means it's urgent. And I don't like urgent things.
Yeah.
If it's somebody else, you don't have the if you're telling me I hate being on the phone, if you're saying call me, you better have a damn good reason to say call me. You better tell me why I'm supposed to call you.
Right.
With that said, we bring in the man who scared the bejesus out of me yesterday.
And all of you also.
Sorry about that one,
please.
Sean.
Yeah, man.
I like to have a little bit of fun with you. It's been a fun couple of days around here.
Ticker, Yeah, it's been an awesome couple of days around here.
Every time Parker tells me to close the door first, I start disrobing.
I've never asked you to do that. Hold on. Let me be really, really clear.
Yeah.
I've never once asked you to do that. In fact, I immediately say, whoa!
That's not what I meant.
Easy, Seth.
Good grief!
Parker doesn't jump on the air very often. When you do, this is what you're jumping into right now.
Look,
is this whole thing?
I'm used to it. I enjoy it. Usually when I jump on the air, it's because big things are happening, right?
Yes.
And I typically don't wear jackets around the office, but I felt like on a day like today, this was a jacket kind of day.
Yeah.
We've been teasing this big announcement since yesterday morning. And admittedly, it's been really entertaining to kind of see the reckless speculation that has been coming in on all our socials, on the text line. And look, this is a massive day for us, and we weren't kidding when we said that this was a major announcement. I will go so far as to say this is the biggest announcement that has ever been heard on Sports Radio 610, period. We've been doing this for 32 years. We've had a lot of really cool things to talk about. Today is a day that is going to go down in history on this station. And as we're 10 seconds away, I want to make sure we hit this tease absolutely perfectly.
Right on the spot.
And I can't be the one that makes the announcement. I'm going to turn it over to our good friend, a great partner, someone who's actually been a voice on this station for almost all of those 32 years, the great Mark Vandermeer.
For 32 years, Sports Radio 610 has been the soundtrack of Houston sports. We were there when the Oilers said goodbye.
Warren Moon, hit by Thomas again, and Kansas City takes over on downs.
And when the Texans said hello.
Carr takes a knee. They don't have to snap it again. It's over. The Texans have done it. They have beaten the Dallas Cowboys on opening night in team history, 19-10.
We lived every heartbreaking moment, every impossible comeback, every championship celebration, from the agony of a Game 7 loss.
This crowd is stunned. The 65-win Rockets are not gone.
To 2 World Series parades.
On a 2-1, Alvarez hits a high drive center field. Veer leans back. This game is turned upside down.
For 3 decades, one thing has never changed. We've been right here with Houston sports fans. Every day, every game, every season. And now, after 32 incredible years, it's time for a fresh look, an upgrade, a new era. Thursday, August 13th, Sports Radio 610 moves to the FM dial. The voices you trust, the sports talk you love. Louder, clearer, better than ever as 95.7 The Fan. Houston sports leader. With 100,000 watts of power behind us.
Let's go. Welcome to the big league.
95.7 The Fan. Coming to you, Houston, on August 13th.
How do we feel, fellas?
Dude,
We got a Gen Z reaction.
Hell yeah!
Yes.
No, it is. It's funny. John Lopez the other night made some really good comments about this, and since John's been here the longest at the station, I thought you hit the nail on the head. This is something we've been talking about and trying to do, and we've had promises from various people for years and years, like, oh yeah, well we're working on it. We're working on it. To the point where it started to feel like it would never happen.
Look, man, I got here covering sports in Houston on January 1st, 1990. There was no sports radio at all. 4 years later, Sports Radio 610 came around. I got here in 2009, same as Sarah Fraser, who, by the way, we have to all recognize and applaud for spearheading this thing. But January 1st, 1990 was when I got to Houston. October 3rd, 2009 is when I got here. And we were talking about going to an FM signal on October 3rd, 2009.
17 years ago.
17 years. I got emotional. You can see my arm. I got goosebumps.
Dude.
I got goosebumps.
I've listened to that, what we just played multiple times now, and I get emotional too. Similar story for me, John. I moved here from the Northeast. WFAN was my station up there. I listened to Mike and the Mad Dog every afternoon. And so I got to Houston in 1994 in September or October, and I'm like, oh, what's the all-sports station here? It's the fourth largest city. Yeah. There was no all-sports station. A week later, Sports Radio 610 was created. It was almost like this message to me. Like, Sports Radio 610 was my first friend in Houston. I didn't know anybody when I moved here. My first actual human being friends were all tied to the station in some way. They were all listeners, and now for me to be on the air today, on the day where it's moving over to FM, is a big emotional thing for me. I think four, maybe five program directors, multiple people coming in here, multiple executives. Sarah has been here, the whole time with me, and every single couple of months, this topic came up, and it never happened until Parker and Sarah took the bull by the horns, and now, and I do want to mention, I think this might be what you're mentioning, 610 is not going anywhere.
Yeah, I think there are going to be a lot of questions, right? What exactly does this mean? 610 is not going anywhere. What this means is we are taking what we do here on a day-to-day basis on Sports Radio 610 and amplifying it. We will be moving on August 13th, which, if anyone's not looking in at their calendars, you'll recognize that as a really busy day for us because that's the preseason opener for the Texans. So on that morning, we will broadcast a simulcast into perpetuity on 610 and 95.7 as 95.7 and 610 The Fan. What that also means, don't anticipate lineup shuffles, don't anticipate big changes. We're not firing you guys.
The J.J. Watt rumors
Seth,
were untrue.
Sean,
Reggie,
John, Figgy.
Yeah.
You guys are in great shape.
Yeah.
No
close the door behind you situation.
No. This is an exciting announcement. Sports Radio 610, we're growing. You heard it in the promo, and you're going to hear it a lot from us as we get to this August 13th date and as we go beyond it. And we're becoming louder, clearer, and better than ever.
Yeah,
that is exactly what this is.
That's the big thing, I think, for the listeners. It's okay. It's a better signal. It sounds better. It's more consistent. All of that. You don't have to worry about explaining to your kids why you're switching over to the AM band. It's easier for more people to find, and when you recommend it to your friends, they're more likely to go listen to it. So it's really good for us, but it's also, most importantly, I think, really, really good for our listeners, and we're able to deliver a better product.
Yeah, 100% agree. Look, it's the same fun, the same sports talk, the same Texans games. You're just going to be able to hear it driving around the city a whole lot better. It's not going to drop out as you go between buildings, under overpasses, you're not going to hear static as you drive past power lines.
And we got a really cool logo.
Yes.
Am I allowed to talk about the logo?
People are going to love
you
the
are,
logo.
And it's radio, so I know it's kind of tough to sit here and explain it.
I'll spend the next 12 minutes.
The logo. Let's do it. Yeah, I think the logo, as you explain it, really quick, I'll say this, and I'll get out of you guys.
No, you explain it.
Show.
I haven't looked at it as much.
The logo is going to be something that I think means a lot to Houstonians. It certainly means a lot to me, and that was a big part of as we changed. As we knew we were changing, what I was looking to accomplish, what we were looking to accomplish with this logo. You'll be able to see it on our social media. Our guy Brandon Scott is getting that promo that you just heard along with the new logo up on our social media pages.
Awesome.
So you'll be able to see it. Seth, if you would like to talk about it,
I was telling Kristen the other day, I'm excited to get my new gear with the logo on it.
Okay.
It's got the blue tiles.
Wait, what kind of blue?
Houston H-Town blue. H-Town blue.
Hey, J-Lo.
It's got a background with the tiles from the street signs on the curbs with the tiles on it and everything. And it's badass.
So I'm wearing an actual Sports Radio 610 golf shirt right now.
Yeah.
It's got the logo. Is this the equivalent now of like a Beatles t-shirt?
Yeah,
vintage.
Dude.
It's a
vintage. 100%.
What is it called? What?
Vintage.
Vintage. Yeah. I'm wearing. This shirt went from current to vintage while I was wearing it.
Put it on eBay.
Yeah, maybe. What an exciting day. 17 years you guys have been talking about.
17 years.
That's wild,
I remember having this conversation with Gavin, Sarah, everybody, and like, hey man, it'd be cool when it would be awesome. It would be a game changer. And that to me, let's talk about from a fan perspective, just real quick. You're driving to a game in College Station. You're going fishing. This is all my world. You're going fishing to Sargent. You're going to Beaumont and Louisiana. You will hear us crystal clear. Absolutely crystal clear. And the fans are going to benefit. We're obviously benefiting because it's a blowtorch. I mean, it's an absolute blowtorch.
Texan fans on game day are going to benefit.
That's been the thing that's an obstacle to it. Because it's such a huge city and so many of the good FM signals are already taken, to find an FM signal that really works, it's just taken a whole lot of time to figure out exactly how they're going to do it. And obviously, we already had 95.7, but it ends up being way easier and way better for our listeners.
I mean, there's people already on the text line from the 832. Y'all are announcing this as I'm driving through a dead zone in Baytown. So you understand the importance.
You'll have to wait until August when?
13th.
13th, yeah.
August 13th is the switch. It'll take place that morning on August 13th, the day of the Texans' first preseason game.
This is like the opposite of Y2K. It's like we're predicting a good thing and it's actually going to happen. Yeah.
Exactly what I thought.
And I mean, we've implied it, but I want to say it very clearly. Texans here for you, man. Like, Texans remain with this station, and we'll be able to, serve you even better in this way.
This is a huge announcement, and so we appreciate everybody chiming in with all the enthusiasm for it, especially the ones that are driving through dead spots as we speak. This will not happen to you now in this new world that we're in. All right, fellas, In the Loop is a celebration of this today.
It is.
It's a big day, man. It's a big day.
It's a day of FM signals and clementines.
Indeed. And don't text, call me to me if you want to talk about the FM signal. Let's make it clear that that's what you want to talk about. All right, we're done. We're out of time. Crosstalk brought to you by D&M Auto Leasing. Antibodies to you.
Antibodies, and may you suffer no groin injuries like that poor Oakland A's.
Great.
I almost said Oakland A's.
It's beyond a groin, man. I'd take a groin over what he suffered. We're done. We're done. We are out of time. What an announcement. 95.7 The Fan is coming August 13th. Fellas will be talking about it all day long here on Sports Radio 610.
All right, look at her.
We are
Look
done.
at them.
That's our hero right there. That is our hero, Sarah Frazier. Yes. Indeed.
Yes.
All right, fellas.
Hey.
Let's celebrate this great
Let's
day.
celebrate.
In the Loop. Reggie Atatula, John Lopez, Figgy Fig. They are in the loop, and they start now.
All right. Happy Wednesday to you. You are indeed listening to Sports Radio 610 for a couple more weeks.
Here, describe the scene outside.
So, Sean, hop back on here. Isn't it great having like the entire company?
Hey, tell them to come in here.
Come on in here. Come on in here. Come on in here.
When people look through this window, I don't feel like they're...
Come on in here. Come on in here. Look, listen, I said it, and you might have been in the meeting. This has been something that's been in the works. Sarah, I don't know how you like microphones, but you might want to get on here because I was...
She better like microphones.
Because everybody get in here. October 3rd, 2009, I got here.
Yes.
You were here.
I had just gotten here. I got here on April 1st, 2009.
And I immediately said, this doesn't happen without Sarah, Parker, but this has been happening and in the works for decades.
Yes. For 10 years, we have tried to figure out how to make this happen. And, there's only so many FM signals in a city. The government controls those, right? We have licenses on those. And all of our stations were doing well. Mm-hmm. They've all been great radio stations for this entire time, but the time is now. Sports is only increasing in popularity, and we need to be on the FM dial where everybody can hear you clearly. So we're taking a big risk here, but we are all in. We are doubling down.
Let's go.
Let's
go. Thank you. I told you this the other day. I got goosebumps when it became real.
Yeah.
And it's incredible for this station. So thank you all, obviously.
Yeah. Thank you guys, and congratulations. I'm so excited for all of us.
Yeah. We are as well. I mean, it's crazy because you think about Sports Radio 610. This is a legacy station in this market. I mean, I've only been here for 2 years now on air, but it's kind of incredible the amount of people that I respect greatly that I've seen like kind of be like, yo, 6'10"? And so to be able to take this brand and like first and foremost for me, just try and maintain the level that you great fellas and people that are able to make this thing go have had is one thing. But now we get a chance to try and grow it. And that's something that you can't say very often in very many industries. And that's what we're hoping to do with, obviously all the people that are in this studio right this moment, but more importantly, with every single one of you under the sound of my voice. And hopefully, as the voice gets clearer and more magnified by this signal 95.7.
One more thing for you. Can you explain the logo to us? First of all, take that, Amy Adams Strunk. And secondly, explain the thought process behind the logo because it was brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. We, the H-Town blue tiles are to give a nod to the historic address tiles on the curves, all throughout the historic parts of Houston. So that's why you see the blue tiles. That's H-Town blue. That's our blue. Yes, it is. That is our blue. And we are going to take that back. The fan is in the letters of the iconic Be Someone sign. So if you'll notice that, I think that encapsulates the spirit of our city. And then we're also going to be changing our call letters to KIKK.
I'm so glad you said that. I wanted to say it.
Yeah.
I wasn't know if it was official yet.
Right. And, if you were an urban cowboy back in the day, you know what KIKK meant to this town. But those were the call letters of 95.7. We're going to go back to that, and we're going to become KIKK AM and FM.
All
That's
right.
amazing.
And by the way, I think the original home of the Oilers was KIKK.
I believe so.
Yeah. All right. So longtime Houstonians got to love this. Just all the
there's a lot of little winks in there if you get it, and if not, it's just. I think somebody said the other night the logo's sick. So, hey, I don't care. Just, I want you to like it.
Long-timers get all the Easter eggs that go with it.
And,
and if not, it's just a badass looking logo. So this is cool. So we get to do this all again on August the 13th.
That's right.
We do.
This is like the gender reveal, and then the birth is on August 13th. Multiple celebrations.
This time I don't have to be pregnant.
This is better, right? Yeah. So we give birth to 95.7 The Fan on August 13th. Yes, thank you for everything, Sarah.
Thank you guys, and our team is with you, so we are
and
here.
And they seem excited.
They are excited.
Yeah. Good job.
Awesome. We have the best team.
We do.
We have the best team.
Well, thank you guys. Sure appreciate it.
Thanks for having us. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so I guess we have to do the work now?
Yeah.
3.5 more hours.
All right. There you go. Yeah, you're indeed in the loop right here on Sports Radio 610. If you missed it, by any means, Sports Radio 610 will become 95.7 The Fan here on August 13th, Thursday, August 13th. But just so you know, like if anybody is curmudgeonly, like, some of us can be, don't like change, 610 will remain there for you. It's the same folks. The lineup is not changing one bit. It's the same folks. It's the same sports talk. The same Texans. Houston sports leader, we will remain. And it's largely because of you. And in doing that, I would like to talk to you, John Lopez, Figgy Fig, about the Houston Astros. Because the Houston Astros got a victory last night, and they did it behind good Tetsuya Imai.